Good evening, everybody. I want to talk about this Iran war, and I want to talk about being an African American. You know, I remember when I was drafted and I served in the Army, I remember Mr. Curtis Mayfield did a song called Back to the World. And in that song, he was talking about black vets coming back from the war and being treated less than what they were before they left. And I can attest to that as an African American back in the early 70s. But anyway, in that song, he says, the war was never won. The war was never won by everyone. I added the everyone. And what I mean by that is simply this. No matter how hard you fight, no matter how honorable you are as an African American in war, when you come back, if you come back, the war is never won for everyone because you're treated like you're nobody. You're treated like they're not thankful. You were just a body and you just happened to survive. And I think about what's going on today, and I think about this Iranian war, and I think about black people in particular, African Americans. I mean, I think about everybody, but African Americans in particular, because it rings so true today as it did back then. Now, I understand the President of the United States is contemplating starting the draft. That's what I understand. He's contemplating maybe want to start the draft. Now, here's what I think, especially my black brothers and sisters. I wouldn't go. I would not go to serve an unlawful war, go and serve for an unlawful president, who actually, I remember seeing on TV when the fallen soldiers from Iran were being unloaded in Dover, Delaware, from the plane with an American flag draped over the coffin. And our president of the United States didn't have the decency to take his hat off to show respect for our troops, our fallen troops in this unlawful war, which nobody approved. Congress didn't approve it. He didn't take his hat off. So why should you, I'm talking about black people, or anybody, serve? Why should you give your life, your young life, to protect this pedophile, this 34-count felon, this 5-time draft dodger? None of his kids served. None of them. He said, oh, I have bone spurs. What his kids have them to. So I implore my black people to sit this one out. Sit this one out. And I feel sorry for those precious children, 160 or 80 little children, little girls that passed away in Iran. They're people too. There was no reason for them not to be here today. And I think it's a shame. And like I say, your life is more precious than to go fight a war for your enemy. Your enemy, talking about black people, your enemy is the person or the country that you're fighting for. So you're saying to us, black people, we hate you, the country, our country, but we want you to go fight for the racism that we have for you. We want you to go fight people that never did anything to you. You want them to be our enemy, and my enemy is the persons or the country that I'm fighting for. And what kind of sense does that make? That's how I feel. Take it from this 74-year-old GI, one of the fortunate ones that made it back. Don't tell me about this unlawful war. Don't tell me that I don't know from which I speak. Please don't tell me that.